up, everybody? It's Travis from UFSU here. Today I'm going to be doing a deck profile on Lord Raptor. My deck is a little bit wonky, but I will explain all of the combos and very intricate things that this deck does here in a sec. So this is Lord Raptor. He is a 7-hander with 19 health. He can respond once per turn. After I play a flash attack, I get to blow up one of their committed foundations of their choice. Gives all my flash attacks breaker 2, and respond, remove 2 cards from my discard pile. After I play an attack, it gets +2 speed or +2 damage. So we're going to start with the attacks. I play 18 attacks, 3 Sagaki offerings. This card's good at the beginning of the chain, it's good at the end of the chain. After they block, it says E, discard 1 card from your opponent's card pool. It gets +X, where X is the discard block mod on the card. It also says E4 plus to draw a card. Has 3 speed, which is relevant for a card I'll get to later. We play 3 ace maneuvers. This is our main kill card. It's really good after we've discarded like 3 to 4 cards from our card pool. So it's getting +6, +8 damage. It gets enhanced 2 damage for each card that has left my card pool this turn. So, for example, like Fog Blanket stuff, after I force something to leave my card pool, focus and release, some other cards I'll get to later. And here is the bread and butter of our deck. This is Fog Blanket. It says E, combo, lose 2 vitality, I kick 1 card from my card pool, draw a card, combos with 3 speed, which you'll notice every attack in the deck besides ace maneuvers is 3 speed. It has stun, and it also says it gets 1 damage for each card that has left both players' card pool this turn, so I think it's pretty good in our meta right now. There are a bunch of decks that have things that leave their card pool. Whenever your opponent plays like a Revoke or something along those lines, it gets a damage for free. Moving on, we have 4 copies of Space Salvo. This card is very good with Fog Blanket. It's 3 speed, and after I kick it, my next attack gets +1, +2. So +1 damage, +2 speed. And it also says if it's the only card in my card pool, it gets 2 damage. Or only attack in my card pool gets 2 damage. So 1 mid block, very, very strong. On to Leg Shredder. This card is extremely good in Raptor, and it's extremely good with Fog Blanket, because it says after it's removed from anywhere, I can ready a foundation, and it does not have the clause of if that card has not been readied this turn, so I can ready things that I've already readied with God of Thunder and the like. It also says after I play it, they commit 1 foundation for each copy of it in my card pool, so it's very good with Raptor, makes them blow up things, and it's also breaker 2 high block. On to the foundations. I play 2 God of Thunder. God of Thunder is extremely good under all of its symbols. It says E, destroy a foundation, to ready 1 foundation, and commit to give my attack 2 damage. It's very good in aggressive decks, especially like this one, or decks that are trying to combo off hard on turn 2, so I can just build this on turn 1 and have a more free aggro turn on turn 2. I play 3 Hellward Bound. This card is fantastic, especially in Raptor. It says form, flip, discard 1 attack from my card pool, and then E, remove. My attack gets 3 speed and 6 damage, and it's only playable if I have 10 cards in my RFG and no cards in my discard pile. So for those who are uninitiated, RFG means remove from game, or basically the cards you've exiled from the game, for Magic terms. This card is absolutely fantastic. It makes my aggressive turns easier, and it also is kind of relevant, the second ability. Normally it's not relevant, but in Raptor I can actually remove all the cards from my discard pile, because every time I play an attack I check a card and then remove 2. So eventually I will get to the point where I don't have a discard pile, and I can remove these for 3 speed and 6 damage, which is obviously fantastic. On to arguably one of the best foundations in my deck. I play 4 quests for the Hero Sword. This card is fantastic. It's a 3 diff, 4 check, commit, flip, add 1 attack with a printed damage of 3 to my card pool, or my hand from my discard pile. So this picks up Fog Blanket. It also picks up Space Salvo. 2 very fantastic targets for this card. So like once we get into like where I have multiple Fog Blankets, I can play a Fog Blanket combo to kick another Fog Blanket, pick it up with quest, and then do it again for just value. It makes my chains much easier. Make sure that I don't run out of attacks on when I'm trying to kill them. Absolutely love this card in this deck. On to United Against Terrorism. I play 3. This card is R flip. After a card leaves my card pool, due to an effect, I get a flip it to ready a foundation that has not been raided this combat phase. It just makes my attack turns more free. So you'll notice the theme with this deck is everything either makes my aggressive turns on turn 2 easier or more free. So on to my one-ofs. I play 1 coordinating position. It's E destroy. My tech or weapon attack gets EX2. If a card is left in my card pool during this turn, I get a ready 2 foundations that has not been readied this combat phase. Very fantastic card that makes my aggressive turns more free, yet again. Play 1 initiate launch. It's a 2 diff, 5 check. Respond twice per turn after a keyword ability is played. Ready this foundation, playable while committed. So when they stun me with Coffee Samba, when I play the stun ability on Fog Blanket, both very good applications. It also says E-flip. If your printed hand size is less than your opponent's, your attack gets 2 damage, which is not relevant because I'm a 7-hander unless I'm playing against exactly Taise or Splash Woman, which are both 8 hand size characters. On to Showtime. This card is fantastic, especially in Lord Raptor. It's R. Once per turn after I play an attack, it gets 3 damage. If they're at deadlock, it also gets 3 speed. R, remove 1 flash attack from my discard pile. After my opponent plays a non-keyword ability on an attack, I cancel it once per turn. So basically, it's a very good defensive piece because I can remove this Leg Shredder from my discard pile to ready a foundation and cancel their ability. On to my 1 diff foundations. This deck plays a lot of spam because it's very aggressive. I play 3 Soul Beats. This card says after I review it, if I have 2 or more foundations that share a symbol with it in my staging area, it builds for free. So if I can't guaranteed build this on turn 1, it's much easier to just review it and build for free, so I don't have to make another check and possibly fail it. On to Extended Lifespan, I play 3. This card says commit after any number of my foundations is flipped due to my opponent's effect. I commit 1 of my opponent's foundations. R flip, which is the more relevant ability. After your opponent adds any number of cards to their hand during a combat phase, I draw a card. So it's very good when my opponent is trying to draw cards defensively because it can draw me into more aggressive pieces to end my kill turn and ultimately kill them. Another very good piece of foundation control as well. I play 4 Voices in the Dark. It's a 1 diff 5 E flip. I choose 1 card in either player's momentum and add shuffle it back into their deck. This is very good momentum hate against all the decks that need momentum. So like From Hell's and Scorpion and all of those decks that really abuse their momentum that they gain. Stuff like Jeddah. Very good against Jeddah actually because I can shuffle my own momentum back in. It also says E flip 1 foundation. This attack gets -1 damage, which it's relevant when I have multiples out, but other than that, it doesn't exactly do much. On to probably the second best foundation in my deck, Finding What Was Lost. This card scales extremely well in multiples and gives so much damage on my attacks for free once I start clearing things, which it's twice per turn. I get 1 damage for each card that has left my card pool this turn. On a spam with a not bad block, it's 3 mid block. On to Hell's Reach, I play 4. This card is just a 0 diff that says E flip, ready this foundation, playable while committed. So very good spam that helps me be more aggressive on turn 2 and makes my turn 2 aggression a little more free. On to the assets and the actions. I play 2 assets, 2 Reki and Mekimaru. This says R6+, after any number of cards leave a card pool during the combat phase, I can draw a card, which is pretty decent. I have a few 6 checks in the deck. All of my actions are 6 checks, so if I randomly check one of them, I can draw a card for free, or if I just want to commit a foundation to draw a card, I can also do that, since most of my stuff readies. And then E commit, this attack gets, my attack gets plus X damage, where X equals the amount of cards that have left both card pools this turn. So, pretty good. It's got a 1 mid block. I play 4 Focus and Release. This card is very good in this deck because it clears a card from my card pool for free by removing itself, so it can clear Breaker. If they block one of my very slow mids and Breaker me, I can just clear it with this, and then discard something from my card pool, which adds to my card pool clear count. And then it also says after I take damage from an unblocked attack, I discard a card from both players' card pools, and the next attack this turn gets -3 damage. So it's pretty good defensively too. It has a 1 high block, which is absolutely fantastic in this deck. On to the last card in the deck. I play 3 Let's Cut Loose. It's a non-block 3 diff 6 check. It says E remove, add 1 foundation from my discard pile to my hand, or from my card pool to my staging area and draw a card. So I've actually used this more for the adding one of my foundations down, because on my turn 2, there are a lot of things that I want to see down in my staging area, so like God of Thunder, Quest for the Hero Sword, and it also adds to my amount of cards cleared from my card pool. And that was my Lord Raptor deck profile. Thanks for coming to the channel, and thanks for checking it out. Goodbye.